Hi. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Can y'all hear me? Can you guys hear me? I'm on the go, so I'm not gonna be on camera because I'm not the stew. So yeah, and I'm gonna be on the go like as we speak, but at the same time, I am here and I am queer. Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome back to the Sean Davy Way Show. Now, it has been an utter mess that has been going on. I know there's been a lot going on. There's been a lot. I am tired. I was up all night. I was up. Sorry, I just got a phone call. I was up all night. Just like y'all was, I'm sure. Everybody was going live. The streets were lit. Can y'all? I just make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, yeah, y'all can hear me. So yeah, I'm tired. The streets was lit all night long. Everybody was going live. There's a lot going on. I get it. I get it. Welcome everyone. Shout out to Valerie, Pink Unicorn, Tip West, the plainest Jane. Hey, shout out to the plainest Jane. Love the plainest Jane. Um, Shout out to JB, Pookie, True, Rena. Hi everyone. Shrinking Sharon, Jam, Black. I like that name. Welcome, DJ Golden Island, Baby Shay, Kayla, Down the Rabbit Hole. Hey, everybody. It was quite the day yesterday, wasn't it? It was quite the day, wasn't it? So, a lot of stuff to me that happened yesterday doesn't matter. I just don't care about it. There were some lives to me that mattered, and some that, to me is like if you're not involved, like myself, I'm not involved. Was my name coming up? Yes. My name was coming up places. I get that. I'm messy. It is what it is. So my name was coming up places, but me actually having any literal involvement with anything, no, I had no involvement. So to me, the only lives that matter were to the people that were involved. So like anywhere Storm was, anywhere Tasha was, Chelsea, the people that are actually involved. But other than that, to me, like my life that I did, it doesn't matter. I'm just messy. I'm a spectator, just spectating with situations that people are going through that I have been through with some of these, people. So Chelsea, Tasha K's employee, Chelsea Elena, however you say that, she went live last night on her channel. Y'all know me. I'm real. Like I'm not gonna be fake. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly the counterpoints, the counterparts, and stuff that matter. Where people were. I'm gonna say people's name. I don't believe in that. You say their name, they get clout, they get big. Who cares? Who cares? They were involved. Say the damn name. Like, if you can't say everybody involved, then don't tell me the story. Like, that's so annoying, but whatever. So I'm gonna say everybody's name. So Chelsea Elena, she don't necessarily like me. I don't like her necessarily. I mean, it is what it is, but I don't have an actual problem with her. I don't know her. So she goes live after everything that happened yesterday because I am not recapping it. It is too much mess. Like, it is too much mess. I'm just picking up pretty much where we're left off after I went live, after everything that happened with King Payne dropping that clip, whatnot, then me coming to play it again. And we're going after that. All the stuff that happened before that, go watch everybody's videos. Go check them out because it's just way too much for me. It's just way too much drama. Shout out to my boo, Dr. Nikki. Love you. She says, hi, Sean, every way. I have been gone for a minute, but I miss you. But I miss you too, sweetie. You have been gone for a minute, girl. Shout out to the doctor. Shout out to the doctor. Love Dr. Nikki. Love her. So yeah, I'm not going over all that, but I will go over what happened after we left. So after we got done with our live yesterday, Tasha K came underneath our comments and commented underneath the video. And after that, Tasha went live. When Tasha went live, a lot of the things she stated, well, some of the, and like she wrote an essay underneath the video, but the stuff that she did state about Storm having people reach out to her. And she said he had a content creator reach out to him, or reach out to Tasha so that Tasha and Storm could mend things or work things out. And she said that she told Storm, or told that person to go and tell Storm to go hunt rabbits, search for rabbits or something like that. But she wasn't interested, type of situation. So this is Tasha stating that people have come to her trying to get her and Storm to mend things with Storm, by Storm's request. Him getting people to get people to go and be the middleman to try to get them to work things out. Okay. So Tasha goes live. She on her backup Wino podcast. She goes live and she states it's going to be a post and delete. Okay, screen record. I'm Tasha K. Okay, so she went over there. She's like, "Look, screen record this because I'm going to delete it." Now I did exactly what she said, and I screen recorded it. And so we will go on station head later, and we will listen to it. But with that being said, she says some stuff about Storm inside of this, a lot of stuff about Storm inside of this live. And then after that, Tasha decides that she was going to go over to Chelsea's channel. So Tasha goes over to Chelsea's. So do I, because I'm nosy. So Tasha said we was on our way over to Chelsea's. Okay, girl, let's go. Hurry up, let's go. So we went over there. Absolutely, as a group, we went over there. And then there was a lot of things displayed. Now, out of all of the things that were displayed, to me, one of the main important things that came up was the whole situation with Larry Reed. Larry Reed got thrown in it. Okay, he had no involvement. He didn't want no involvement. He was on the other side of the YouTube land over there where the church people at, minding his business. Okay, Larry was somewhere in prayer. All right, and he ain't had nothing to do with this. All right, so Conscious TV was invited over to Chelsea's channel. So shout out to Conscious TV. So Conscious goes over. A conversation happens between him and Tasha, which his whole reason of coming over there was supposed to be to talk about Storm. But in the process of them getting there, because they never really fully made it to the conversation about Storm, and Tasha and Conscious got into talking about Aelga, the the attorney at law. They started talking about Mrs. Lose Your Case. So they started talking about her. And in the process, as they started talking about her, Tasha was like, "Look, that is my white sister. That is my white sister. Okay. Okay. None of you black bitches have been there like Olga. Okay. I love her. That is my Russian assassin. Get your one glass. Okay." So that's what was going on. Tasha said, "Excuse me." "Oh, no, you didn't." "Oh, no, you didn't." So when Conscious had said that, she couldn't believe that. She said, no, no, he ain't sitting here in this. So you mean to tell me you're going to sit here with all of this hair covering your eye? You're going to sit here with the Aaliyah swoop, and you're going to tell me that my sister, Ogre, lost my case, and I'm supposed to get her the same energy as I'm giving Stormisha Alizé Mocha Shay Jenkins? Who are you talking to? Okay, you about to sit here and talk about my sister. So you sit here glistening, pretty and shit. Like, yeah, no. You're not about to sit here and look like more of a woman than me and tell me in my face that my sister, yes, the Aaliyah swoop. And she said he's sitting there with the Aaliyah swoop trying to come for her and play with her in her face about Ogre. Girl, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So that had happened, right? And then Conscious had said it got somebody Larry Reed and Ogre being Larry Reed's attorney as well. Certain things not going right. Blase, blase. So Tasha ends up stating, okay, okay, I'm Tasha K. Okay. Oh no, you didn't. Now Larry is still working with Olga. Okay. Did you know that your pastor hit your wine glass because you did not know this? That your pastor spent 25K on that necklace? Okay. Did you know that you put $8,000 on that? Okay, because Olga, okay, my sister, okay, my Russian sister, okay, paid for that herself. Now, y'all know Tasha loves saying now. Now, Tasha can believe that shit, right? So here was the miscommunication. So Tasha was basically stating, because like I said, I'm not getting into all of that, but I will get into this a little piece to explain how Larry Reid came up. All right. Um, that's the brink, of how Larry came up. But in the process of that, Conscious TV stated like, no, we raised money and whatnot to take care of that ourselves or for Larry, so that we could take care of that. Olga didn't pay for anything. So Tasha's thinking that the hiccup that Olga had with Larry, that uh Olga, the lawyer, ended up paying for the mistake, which was a little $25,000 mistake, or something like that. And that's what Olga told Tasha. So Olga, the lawyer that works for Tasha and Larry, and Olga works for Larry because Tasha gave him the phone number, to get in contact with her for some stuff that he had going on in the past. Okay. There was a hiccup that happened to where Larry lost the case by default. Okay. It was a mistake. So Olga was going to fix it, which technically she did, from what I'm gathering. She took care of it, right? But they had to go back to court. Okay. So, meaning that there's going to be more money that is going on with that. Olga told Tasha that she took care of what was going on, the hiccup. So whatever it cost to do the new case, or whatever, or appeal, she took care of it. So that's what Tasha's thinking in her mind. So that's what Tasha says out loud. Now, Tasha shouldn't have put the part in there about the whole spending $25,000 and on chains, and she shouldn't have said that. But if you think about it, Tasha was not lying from what if you gather. Larry said that Olga told Olga told him that Tasha's messy, basically. Okay, Tasha's messy. Don't tell her anything. Tell her ... So, and that's what Olga was going to tell Tasha was ... So, with that being said, Tasha did think that Olga took care of it, but she didn't. Who actually did? Larry Reid said he took care of a proportion of it. Olga took care of a proportion of it. And then there was a third party that took a proportion of the appeal price, to take care of, which she ended up winning, and whatnot. Okay. So Tasha wasn't lying. She just wasn't necessarily told the truth. So Tasha, your Russian sister told you a bold-faced lie because she felt like you would go and say something. So she told you a bold-faced lie to keep you quiet. If I tell you this isn't a big deal, me taking care of something for him, that's not really tea. But Tasha took it as tea because of what Conscious came up there and said, about Larry. So she was basically, like, bet you didn't know this. Bet you didn't know this. And Conscious is like, wait, no, girl. Bet you didn't know this. Okay. So it got to the point to where Tasha was super annoyed by Conscious, right? So she wanted Conscious gone. She was like, Chelsea, get rid of him. Chelsea, right now, you're my employee. You do what I say. Get rid of him, right? So that's what, and Chelsea did not drop him because Chelsea was confused. Chelsea's just like, what is going on? Like, what happened? He's supposed to be over here helping us fry Storm and helping us get with Storm, girl. We supposed to be over here dividing and conquering. And girl, we not dividing them, Tasha, girl. Like, girl, you doing this wrong. Tasha, let me handle this. So she was confused. So Conscious didn't want to put Chelsea in an awkward situation, which it already was. So he decided to drop down from the panel instead of Chelsea dropping him. So I'm like, ooh, girl, this is getting good. I'm like, ooh, this is getting good. This is getting good. So Conscious was very diplomatic. Very diplomatic. He did better than me because I would have knocked all that shit over. Over there at Chelsea's. Oh, yeah, I would have knocked all that shit. That green screen. She thought that green screen fell yesterday. Girl, I would have knocked all that goddamn shit down on my way up out of there. Oh, you want me to leave? You want me to leave? Chelsea, girl, you ain't gonna say nothing to her. You ain't gonna say nothing to her. We supposed to be friends. Chelsea, you ain't gonna say nothing to her because I'm about to cuss you out. So yeah, it would have went down. I would have knocked everything down. Oh, Tasha, girl, I would have got on that or them finger waves over there without the waves and all of that. Ooh, Tasha, girl, it would have went down, girl. But Conscious did a good job. Conscious was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna move around because this is a lot. Like, girl, you were doing the most. When it came to Tasha, he was just like, girl, you're doing the most. So I'm about to get on up out of him. So Conscious decides to go live after with Larry Reed. Now, mind you, Chelsea's still live and with Tasha, and you know, Conscious goes live with Larry. Well, he went live by himself first, and then he had a special guest, which was Larry. So then, after all of that happens, I don't know Conscious. I was like, okay, now I know Conscious is super loyal to Larry, and I like Larry Reed. But I know Larry he seems like a very peaceful person. He doesn't seem like, don't get me wrong, he can get down with the get down, but it just seems like he's pretty peaceful. Like he, tries to avoid as hard as it is to avoid drama, he definitely tries, is from what I get. So with him being on Conscious's platform and Tasha was over there on Chelsea's telling Larry to come over, like come hit Chelsea's link, so we can speak, and whatnot. I don't know. I just kind of side-eyed that because Larry, now I like you and everything, but I really just feel like out of loyalty to Conscious, I don't even feel like you should have went over there. Like, honestly. And that's not me I'm not trying to pin anybody again. I'm not trying to do any of that. Like, their relationship is solid. I'm saying as a viewer, as somebody that was watching, Conscious was completely having your back. He was. He had your back on that panel. He had your back when he came live. He completely had your back. So I just didn't feel the need of you to go explain you didn't have to explain yourself to Tasha. Explain what? Like, there's nothing for you to explain to her. You're a grown man. You said what you said. Tasha sat over there and Loki tried to throw you underneath the bus with certain things. She did basically say a blatant lie, but she didn't know, from what I'm gathering, that it was a lie at that time. So I don't know. I just feel like once you left Conscious's panel, I feel like you could have just went on about your business. Like that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. I just feel like you should just went on about your business. You talked to Tasha on the phone already. There was no y'all cleared things up from what it seemed. There was no problem with you and Conscious. There was no problem with you and Tasha. I would have just walked away. But that's definitely what I would have did because Conscious was being very loyal to you within that moment. So I just felt like, I don't know, I kind of felt bad for Conscious. I'm just like, oh, well, you're sitting over here doing all this batting for him because Conscious is a grown man, so is Larry. They don't fight each other's battles and whatnot. If Conscious wants to say something in defense of Larry or anything like that, it's because he's choosing to do so. Not because anybody's telling him to. I feel like Conscious is a good person. So if he wants to speak on Larry, it's not because Larry can't defend himself. It's just because that's just simply what Conscious wants to do. And it's the same thing with Larry. Neither one of them need a defense. They can both take care of themselves. Like they don't need any help, like they're good. But it doesn't mean that, because when you're loyal to somebody, you're going to protect them no matter what. So that's Conscious. He's very loyal. So he's going to protect Larry no matter what. Some people look at loyalty as ass kissing. And to me, it's not. No, when you force someone, when someone has done a lot for you, you ride for them. You absolutely do. If I had a mentor, you couldn't tell me nothing about my mentor. I just so happen to don't. But if I did, nobody's coming from my mentor. Like, it is what it is. Like, you're not coming from a mentor. So that's why I say I understand Conscious, because that's how Storm should be for Tasha. Would be. Let me get something to drink. Because that's how Storm should have been for Tasha. Can't nobody tell you nothing about your mentor. That's how you should have been. You should have been that same way for Tasha. That's loyalty, Storm. That's what loyalty looks like. Like, you tried it. Like, gross. Like, ugh. But yeah, that's what loyalty looks like. So that's exactly what you should have been for Tasha. You chose not to be. But moving on. So Chelsea and Tasha are, like I said, there's a lot of information that is being displayed in this live with Tasha and Chelsea. One of the things I want to point out that was displayed is that Tasha definitely was shading me, but she I mean, you just can't resist the Davy Way effect. And Tasha said that she likes me and that I'm talented. I need to be on somebody's stage. Go on, Tasha girl. And she said that YouTube ain't giving me my just due. Go on, Tasha girl. Girl, Tasha, you better shut your mouth and keep on talking. Chelsea was sitting there with her nose turned up and all of that. Like, I'm one of the baddest to do it. And she ended up changing her tune because Tasha said too, girl, you like Sean too. You watch him, you like him too. And then Chelsea asked Tasha, would you give Sean here, flip, would you give Sean Xavier a Kibi Studio contract and bring him into the fold? Tasha said yes, not as a mentee, but as a employee. Here, flip. So Tasha also stated that Storm really likes Sean. He does. He cackles at Sean all the time. He laughs at him. He likes him. So that's nothing that I never knew. I always knew that. I always knew that Tasha has been a fan. I mean, it's like I said, it's a kiki. I don't know her. She don't know me. It is what it is. But that was definitely necessary. So shout out to both of y'all for that, for looking beyond, not liking me and seeing the talent that I definitely do possess. I appreciate that. So shout out to Chelsea. Appreciated that, girl. And shout out to Tasha K. Even with the shade that y'all were giving me, like I said, it's the kiki if you ask me, because I don't know any of you and y'all don't know me. So I mean, hair flip it is what it is. Moving right along. So Armand ended up going live and Larry went onto his live. And then after that, Conscious TV went back live. And, there were certain things that were said that I was kind of just like, I didn't pay attention to that, but hey, I wonder. So, and then the live that matters. Storm. So Stormisha. Stormisha decides to go live, okay? Like the beige vagina that he is. And he titles this live accountability, and I was very so much sleep. I was very so much sleep. I wasn't focused on none of that. I was knocked out at that point. I was out. Like after Conscious was the last live I watched because he went for his second live. His second live that he did, I started to watch that one when he had opened up the panel and whatnot, and then I was out. Like my body was just like, look, it's different when you sleep in and stay up late, but when you wake up early, when you up at like 7 in the morning, and then you up is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna be tired. So I fall asleep, and then I wake up, and he had one live. So I got all these messages, and people sent me all this stuff. Like, look. So Stormisha Alizé Mocha decides to go live finally and open that beef sucker. With that being said, it's an apology live. It's supposed to be. He's supposed to be taking accountability for things that he did. And might I say, Stormisha, you beige bitch, you took accountability for nothing. The live that you did this morning during bump hours, doing Schnein hours whole, it made me dislike you even more. Absolutely. I understand why Chelsea wants to spit in your face. I completely get it. And you ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to do nothing. You're just going to allow it. You're just going to allow it. I understand why she wants to spit in your face because I now want to join her. She can spit on the front of you and I'll spit on the back. You are pathetic. And you are pathetic because you admitted nothing. No accountability was taken. None whatsoever. Everything is everybody else's fault. It is disgusting how you sit there. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that him and Chelsea do not like each other. I get it. I completely understand. But to keep throwing that girl body parts in her body and to keep talking about Vaughn and his penis size is a big peen. First of all, wouldn't you know the answer to that if you got one? Don't you got a big peen? Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Is they on here? Because I'm on my other device. Let me see. Let me see. Because you said that there's a big peen. He didn't say peen. He said the other word. But there's a big peen. Really make you act like that. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? That girl that came down there and slept with you, she ain't go crazy. She ain't go crazy. Wouldn't you know? Don't you got one? Like, what are you talking about? What is that monster? What is that? About 7 inches width, 14 in length. Like, don't you have the answers to all of that already? I just find that weird. I'm just like, yeah, that's mad weird. Like, shouldn't you already know the answer to that? How people act? You have one, right? So how do they act with you? Oh, I didn't think so. Here, flip. So I find that mighty weird that you keep talking about Von's body, which is weird. I'm like, why do you keep bringing that man's body up? Like, what does that have to do with you? And then always talking about Kelsey's private part, like her body, like you're gross. It's like, do you want her? Because why does every allegation have to stem towards something sexual with you? That makes no sense at all whatsoever. Why? Like, I get it. Like I said, I get that they don't like each other. I would rather him sit there and say dish rag this and a long titty that. I would rather you sit there and say that than you to come forward and try to blame. Because once again, I don't have a problem with Von Ray either. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a Kiki last year, but that was just a Kiki. I don't know him. Okay, the situation was messy, so I was just calling it how I saw it. But I don't have a problem with him, and I hope that he is rested up, and I hope that he heals quickly because I heard about what happened to him. I don't have a problem with Vaughn, but for Storm to go live during this alleged accountability and say that the real true reason that he had to walk away from Vaughn was because Tasha K and Chelsea, yes, came up with a plan, I guess, to say that Vaughn put Kelsey in between a washer and dry, her head in between a washer and dry, or something like that, and assaulted her sexually. R-worded her. And Tasha told him that I would hate for you to get caught up in that. You know, your audience is predominantly women. So you want me to believe that all of this falling out happened, especially with you and Vaughn. You had to walk away because Tasha said that her and Chelsea was scheming our word charges against Vaughn. Like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand Tasha is the type of person that's very vindictive. She does a lot of things that she does. And I get that Chelsea kind of has that too. I don't F with them, but I don't believe Storm. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Because why didn't anything come of it? Nothing came of it. Giving you even more reason to keep dealing with Vaughn if they never came out, because they never came out and did anything. Like, none of that ever happened. Vaughn isn't being charged with anything like that or anything. Chelsea never came live and stated anything like that. Nothing like that ever happened. And you're stating this with no receipts. No receipts at all. If you're going to say something like that, an allegation that heavy, you got to come with some type of proof. You got to come with some type of proof. So to just say it to me with no backing, we're just supposed to believe that you sat on the phone with Tasha and she said that, you know what, I would hate for you, you know, that we're going to plan this against Vaughn and we're going to get him caught up and he's going to go to jail for these charges for what he did to Chelsea. And I would hate to see you get caught up in it. That ain't got nothing to do with Storm. That has nothing to do with Storm. So why would you even care? I wouldn't have cared. If she would have called me and told me ... Oh, if you don't stop, I would hate for you to get mixed up in it. So you should stop talking to him. You should cut him off. Blah blah blah. Okay, we'll do it. Do it, and I will remove myself immediately. I will remove myself from Bond as soon as you and Chelsea come out with these so-called charges. I absolutely will. Because if they don't come up with no charges or do any charges against them, you already knew that they was lying. Even more reason for you to start talking to Vaughn again. Why did you stop talking to Vaughn if none of those allegations ever came out? This is the first time they're coming out is you saying something. As much as Chelsea does not like Vaughn, why would she not come out and say something like that? Storm, do you think that you dislike Vaughn more than Chelsea? You're the one who's tainting Vaughn's image by stating what you are saying. Tasha and Chelsea never put anything like that, R word, anything like that on Vaughn's back. You are. You are. Just bringing up something like this can cause a distance and for people to isolate someone and not want to be near them just because it's a rumor, let alone it actually happening. So you put that information out there, not Tasha, not Chelsea, not Vaughn. You did. So this is some hell of an apology. Like, this is weird. Where's the accountability in this? Because if you were so cool with Vaughn, why didn't you tell him? Y'all were talking about everything else. Y'all were talking about everything else. Y'all were talking about his relationship. You was talking to Vaughn about your relationship with Tasha. All of that. How do I know what? How do I know what? Because you must know the opposite. How do I know what? Be more specific. Be more specific. How do I know what? How do I know what? Hurry up. I can't. I hate when y'all type slow when you're being answered. But when you're trying to be shady, you're real fast with the typing. You real quick. About what? Storm came live and stated this allegation. Nobody else said anything about it. No one. No one. Vaughn was living in Storm's house. They were friends. They were cool. Was he? Why did Storm not tell Vaughn? Somebody that was living in his home. I find that weird. I'm not going to tell you that these crazy allegations are being made about you. It's a possibility you might be facing jail time. ... Why would you not tell him that? He was telling you certain things. That's what Tasha wasn't feeling. Tasha had a conversation with Storm, and Storm wouldn't tell Vaughn. Vaughn coming at them, Tasha and Chelsea, about what Storm came and told them and him. It was super messy. Super messy. Girl, hair flip. So they had a friendship. They were cool. If Vaughn was coming to tell Storm things that was being told behind Storm's back, why did Storm not do the same thing? Is he trying to act like he was so cool with Vaughn? Vaughn allegedly told Tasha that Storm was over there doing schnay. And Storm still never came out with this information. Hair flip. Storm is a fraud. He didn't take any accountability for anything. A loser. A whole loser. Shout out to Conscious. Conscious TV says, Sean, Chelsea was protecting Vaughn even when she was the victim. Something women historically have done for men in any abusive circumstance. She didn't want Vaughn destroyed over it. She wanted peace. Mm. 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 Huh. Even more reason for if that type of situation Storm knew about for him to tell Vaughn. Since they were supposed to be so close. They doing this light skin nigga podcast together, all of this stuff, but you can't tell me something that dire? Why would Vaughn not need to know that? That's need to know information. Now, how Chelsea wanted to handle whatever was going on, that's between her and Vaughn. I can't tell Chelsea what to do or what to have said, anything like that. So, but when you have that type of information, back to Storm, why would you withhold that from Vaughn? I would have told Vaughn immediately, especially if he my friend. I'm telling him right away what I'm waiting for him to be set up. That's what it seems like to me with Storm. Like, so were you just sitting around waiting for the okie doke? So when they would have came to your house and arrested him or anything like that, or wherever he was at that next apartment or wherever, you would have just sat back knowing what was going on, why it happened, and even having information that could exonerate this man, and you still chose to say nothing. He takes no accountability. He said last night Chelsea was dealing with a man that had money and that was, of a certain stature before dealing with Vaughn. And then you go to the bottom of the barrel. And then he stops and says, I'm not calling Vaughn the bottom of the barrel. Then what are you calling him? Take accountability. You're so weak. It's just like, I cannot take somebody that's just so weak. Like, take accountability. You're saying that he bottom of the barrel. Say it. Like, it's literally what you're saying. But let me take it back because I don't want no smoke. Then shut up. Then shut up. He said, now, Chelsea is and Tasha relationship is too close. Chelsea and Tasha don't have my fault. Tasha's too much in Chelsea's business. She knew everything about the relationship. Vaughn kept coming to me. Why does Tasha know this? And why does Tasha know that? Same reasons why you did. Same reasons why you did. Chelsea was sitting there with Tasha, Kiki, pillow talk with her, letting her know what was going on, and Tasha, because it's not. They act like. Shout out to Dr. Nikki for the super chat. Thank you so much, sweetie, and shout out to Shaquita. Is it Shaquita? Hey, Sean, you are hilarious. Okay, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you so much for the super sticker. And shout out to my boo, Conscious TV. Love you. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Love him. Shout out to my boo, Shaquita. I love you. Thank you so much. With I'm trying not to lose my train of thought, but I was trying to catch those before they go too far, so I'll miss them. But with you knowing so much about the relationship, you were learning all of that from Vaughn. So that means that Vaughn was your friend. And then with Chelsea, it's the same thing with her and Tasha. Y'all gotta stop treating Kiwi Studios like it's literally a bank or a literal storefront somewhere to where people are supposed to literally be being professional. It's fucking YouTube. It's YouTube. It's a messy place. So with Chelsea working for Tasha, of course they're going to get closer. Like it happens. Like it is what it is. Who cares that they're close? Like the only person that cared that they were close were you, Storm. Because why does that matter how close Chelsea and Tasha are? Who cares? What does that have to do with you? Nothing. So you keep acting like you don't care, but you keep speaking on this. We don't speak on things we don't care about, beige. We don't speak on things we don't care about. And that keeps coming up because you care about the relationship. You care about it. So just say it and get it over with. But you want to make it seem like you want to keep going back and forth, back and forth. I don't care about their relationship, but wait till they fall out. I'm going to drag them for 48 hours. I don't care about their relationship, but they're too close. Are you sure you don't care? Because you keep bringing it up. So you have to care because you wouldn't be discussing it. Now make that make sense. Storm, make that make sense. You were wrong for not telling Vaughn that information if it were true. That's why I don't believe it's not true because you didn't tell Vaughn. You would have told him. And for you not to have, I feel like you lying. I do. We're the receipts. We're the receipts. If it happened, it should be easy to prove. Because you shouldn't talk about things you can't prove. So if you're talking about a dry conversation that you may have had with Tasha, it's no different with Tasha, Storm. She said that you wanted the KIL Jaguar right. I ain't seen no receipt about it yet. But she said that you wanted to end that woman's life. So should I just believe it, Storm? Or should I wait for her to bring some proof? Yeah, Storm, you're not going to play with me. You're not going to play in my face, beige boy. Should I wait for Tasha to bring some receipts? Or should I just believe her? Which one you thinking? Which one you thinking? Should I wait for some receipts for Tasha to let us know that you wanted to end Jaguar Wright's life? Yeah. Or I'm just saying, because he ain't thinking about nothing like that. He ain't thinking about that. She said you try to end this woman's life with no receipts, but people are going around repeating it. People are already going around repeating it. Shout out to Tay King. Thank you so much for not being biased. Hair of a clock flip. Thank you, sweetie. Love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all down. But yeah, so are we waiting for Tasha's receipts on that you tried to end Jaguar, or do we just ignore it? Because it's not true. So the same thing with you. Are we going to wait for your receipts that Tasha told you that her and Chelsea were plotting against Vaughn, so that they could put an R word charge on him? But you such a truth teller. When this happened? When this happened? When this happened? I find that mad weird. And the reason why it's believable, because Tasha has alluded to this before. Now, that's what I said. Her and Storm were shading each other, but Tasha wasn't coming for Storm how he came for her in that Patreon live that he did. She has not come for him like that. She has been shady. She has. And Storm has been being shady back. But she didn't come for him like that. That's why Tasha went balls to the wall, because she didn't know. She didn't know that he was out there talking about her like that. She knew he was saying certain things, but not like that. But not like that. But not like that. Tasha ain't paid me to do a goddamn thing. A goddamn thing. And then she's supposed to let her know that she's late on the payment. She's late on the payment. I'm just not biased. I'm not basic. I'm not biased. I'm not basic. I don't kiss anybody's ass, not even yours. I don't kiss anyone's ass, not even yours. I get nothing out of it. Nothing. But I'm not about to come for her when I need to be coming for the beige. And that's why I'm going to keep my energy on Storm. If you don't like it, do something about it. Do something about it. I see you and I hear you talk, but what I haven't heard is, what are you going to do? So would you like me to drop the link so you could come up here and let me know how much she paid me? Would you like that? Would you like that, hoe? Yeah, I'm not the one. She ain't paying me to do a damn thing. She didn't offer me a whole contract, something she would never offer you, something she would never offer you, and I didn't even accept that. But I'm on her payroll. How much am I being paid? It's enough of you hoes out here lying, making up ish, running around chat to chat with false information. Now, when you go to the next chat, ho, you make sure you let them know that she ain't getting me a goddamn dime. The fuck? Now, Drea, these nuts in your mouth. Now, moving right along before I was rudely interrupted by basics. By basics. It's nothing here flip. Nothing here flip. She ain't gave me a goddamn dime. She ain't sent me no microphone. She ain't sent me no camera. She ain't sent me no computer. She ain't did none of that. I ain't live with her. She ain't buy my mama no mattress so that she won't land on the floor. She don't know who I'm fucking. She don't know none of that. None of that. All she knows is what's public, just like you, ho. Now what? Now what? Now I'm gonna give my commentary in an unbiased way. The fuck? I gotta cuss people out to please you. Oh well, you do it. You do it. You do it. You don't get your point across every time you just come cussing somebody out. It's just a bunch of noise. What actually happened? So that's what I'm saying. If you don't like it, move around. But she ain't paying me to do a damn thing. Ain't nothing buffering on Tasha's K end on the way to Sean Davy way. Nothing. There's no relationship. We ain't in each other DMs. None of that. She has me blocked. Ask her. I'm very so much blocked. Hard to be on a person payroll you can't contact. I never spoke to Chelsea. Never. She'll tell you the same thing. I don't kiss nobody's ass. No one. Yeah, lone wolf. Been one. Get into it. Move around along. So Storm was sitting over there acting like, yes. You got to get them together. That's all you got to do. You got to get them together. Collect them real quick. Collect them. That's all you got to do. Collect them. Because they shut right the hell up. They have so much to say why they think you ain't watching. Is, hair flip. Like, y'all about to come here pushing narratives. Y'all want to other people chat with that bullshit. I don't do that. I'm real. I am real. The real. Moving right along. So Stormisha was sitting over there acting as if he is so innocent. He gonna try to apologize for certain things, which, like I said, there's no accountability within the apologies. There's no accountability. He apologizes to me. Oh, he was dealing with this person. Why are you blaming it on her? It don't have anything to do with her. Storm and I'm so tired of saying this story because it makes it seem like I want some affiliation with this beige hoe, and I very so much do not. I very so much do not. I ain't in none of his DMs. I don't reach out to him. I don't try to work with him. None of that. None of that. I want no dealings. No dealings. He keeps saying he like me. Why? I don't know. I don't know, because I don't like him at all. So I don't know why he keeps saying that he like me. Nigga, so what? I still do not and will not like you. Like, ugh. Like, I'm just like, why do you keep saying, like, who trying to sugarcoat it? I don't care you find me funny, so you're still a bitch. Like, whenever you get through. I'm just like, yeah, I don't give no good goddamn about none of that, you fake ass beige hoe. I don't care about none of that, you short fuck. We could have been cool because we were. We were fine. I had no problem with Storm. I was friends with Storm, Tasha, Armand, all of them all at the same time. That's how you know I'm a real ass bitch. And I ain't never get into shit with them. Nothing. I stayed out of their drama. I was not in it. I stayed away from it. I wouldn't even talk about it on either end. On either end. That's how you stay neutral. You stay out of it. So that's exactly what I did. So back in the day when Storm and I were cool. Let me put it. Because I'm just because he don't deal in receipts, but I definitely do. I definitely do. Since you want to sit over there and try to apologize to the Davy Way, apology not accepted. You are still a bitch. So this was the panel that we're on. I'm on the panel too, but I'm up in the upper right corner. I'm next to the psycho in the middle at the top of my boots. Tiff West is at the bottom. Hi, Tiff West. And that is Stormisha Alizé Mocha Shea over there, chubby to the left over there, real beige, clap on at Tasha K house. That is Tasha K's basement. That is Tasha K's blue wall behind Storm. All of that. So I've been here, Stormisha. Stormisha. So this is when we used to do panels together. During this time, Storm and I were cool, and I was also cool with Armand and Tasha. There was no problem. They had issues, but I didn't have it. We were fine, right? So while we're on a panel, Wiley was also on this panel. King Payne came into the chat. Now, this is before King Payne and I had any type of relationship. King Payne came into the chat, and he started coming for Storm. He came in the chat. He started calling Storm gay and all of that. Guess who defended Storm against King Payne? You guessed it. Sean Davieway. I went at King Payne for coming for Storm. Hair flip. Storm sat there like the bitch he was born and didn't say nothing. He didn't say a word. He sat there and let King Payne fry him in them comments. Because I got tired of it. I said, you know what? I'm going to say something. And I did. So I defended Storm against King Payne. Like, this is what we're not about to do. So you sitting over there trying to apologize and talk about some old girl was the reason. No, she was not. No, she wasn't. Tasha and you were the reason. Don't blame that on nobody else. Take accountability. You're not taking accountability. I went at King Pain for you, not Tasha, Sean. King Pain and I were beefing because of Storm, because Sean protected Storm. So before hoes try to run around like I'm a hater, I want what Storm have. How? We were friends. I was defending this nigga. How am I a hater? I wanted to see him succeed. I didn't have a problem with Storm. I liked him. He liked me. We was cool. I didn't have an issue with him. And to show you so much that I didn't have an issue with him, I defended him while he said nothing. And everybody was pointing it out, even the people on the panel. Oh, you just gonna let him talk to you like that? So I jumped in, like, no, King Pain about to talk to him like that. And I didn't know King Pain then. I knew of him, but I didn't know him. So I'm just like, oh no, King, look, nigga, you and them dreads, did nobody sit for you in that crown? You know, all of that. So then I went after King Pain, and then me and him had beef. King Pain was acting like he ain't know who I was and stuff. I come in his chat, he'll be over there rolling his eyes at me and all of that. I'm like, King Pain, like, okay. So, but that's where it all started. Every every issue that I had within that point in time, and y'all know King Pain is I love him down. But this was years ago. You know, but and I love him down. So like once we actually had a conversation, because nobody wanted King Pain and I to fight. They're like, no, y'all will actually be really cool. And because people was like, no, Sean, no, because I was defending Storm. Like that's how it started. So to him to try to make it seem like, oh, Sean them is haters, they're jealous. What? Are you kidding me? We used to be cool. He used to comment underneath my videos and tell me how funny I was and how much he enjoyed me. You know, so we were cool, we were fine. And then that same person that he said the reason why we fell out, she did a live, and in the live, she titled the live, "Is Storm Monroe Gay?" Now, I sat there the entire time. This is when Tasha came into the live. And when Tasha came into the live, this is when Tasha and I fell out. Now, and then Storm and I fell out the same day. All of us, the same night, we fell out. The girl who had the panel, she had in the title, "Is Storm Monroe Gay?" You can ask Tiff West because Tiff West was on the panel too. I did not want to do the panel. I did not want to do it because I'm like, I know Storm gonna feel some type of way. And I said it so many times. I said, I don't feel so I'm like, okay, well, y'all don't even need to have me because I'm not going to say anything because I didn't want to say anything towards Storm. I felt that Storm said that he was straight. That's all that mattered to me. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about people trying to prove things and stuff like that. I don't care. Like the man said he's straight. I'm going with what he said. Like I have no reason to not believe him. So I didn't want to go on the panel because I had nothing to say. So the panel happens and I get up there and I say nothing. I say nothing. Now, there's discussions that are being had about Storm sexuality, you know, and stuff like that, but I say nothing. The most I said is, look, the man said he's straight. I believe he's straight. Like, that's it. I didn't say anything else. I didn't say another word. I said nothing disrespectful about Storm. I said nothing to be like, yep, he definitely gay. He definitely this, he definitely that. I didn't say anything. I just sat there. So then Tasha comes into the chat and Tasha says, you know, I don't take kindly basically in talking to the creator of you over here with my mentie's name in the title and whatnot, saying this and that about him being gay and whatnot. I don't appreciate that type of situation. So when she came into the chat, they exchanged words and whatnot. I asked Tasha a question, and in the process of that, Tasha left. Here comes Storm jumping into the chat like, I heard y'all over here calling me gay. Tiff was a moderator for Storm at the time. He took her wrench from her. He blocked me on IG, and he blocked the content creator and blocked her phone number and all of that. What does that have to do with you and me? You blocked me because Tasha told you that I was over there calling you gay, which full circle, what was Tasha doing all day yesterday, Storm? Did Tasha not call you gay all day yesterday? But remember, I'm the one who believed you. And you and about your sexuality. It was nothing to question. Like, it's your life. If you say you're straight, you're straight. Okay, cool. I'm not going against that. I have no reason to. I don't care if you gay, straight, or I don't give a fuck what you are. Like, live your life. I don't care. Be you, whatever you are. Just I don't care. I'm too busy worried about me. So I don't care about your sexuality when I have my own. So yeah, I don't care. So and I didn't. I said nothing. I literally said nothing about Storm's sexuality at all. 'Cause I didn't care. And honestly, he said that he was straight. So I mean, hey, that's all that mattered to me. But he cuts me off and blocks me because Tasha came and told him that we was calling him gay. Yet that's all she been doing for almost going on 48 hours now. Going on 48 hours now. Stormisha, girl, you're pressed. Girl, you're pressed. That's why I said it's full circle. Because that's what you get. Ain't that the reason you cut me off? But now she gets to say it? Weird. And I didn't even say it. I said nothing about it. Nothing. That was because he literally blocked me, cut me off, all of that for no reason. I didn't do anything to you. But I didn't cry. Oh, I'm so sad. I didn't give a flying fuck. I kept it pushing. Okay, cool. So that's why I said, like, I'm always gonna be good on Storm. Now Storm deleted everything, so he felt like all of that stuff was null and void. It didn't happen because he deleted it. So now that he wants it, making me look like I'm crazy for the last couple years with this story, like I'm lying. Oh, I don't know what Sean's talking about, basically. But then you go forward last night and try to apologize for something you said wasn't even in existence. You said that none of that stuff never happened. But now you want to apologize for the imaginary? I find that weird. Of course I'm going to call you out on it. Why would I not? Of course I am. So to me, that's a fake ass apology. Like it's not real. It's not genuine. And if anything, it just made me dislike you even more. That's all that did. Like now it's like before, I really didn't care for Storm. Now I literally do not like. It's FUC capital K is how I feel about Stormisha. Like you are a ho is how I feel. But the situation with Chelsea, bringing up certain things when it comes to her and her body and whatnot, willing to go toe to toe with her, but still to this day has not responded to Armand. Tasha came forward and said that Storm cried like a baby when he got roasted. He came and cried, asked the Kibi team to write him a rebuttal because he didn't know how to respond to the roast. So and whatnot, but he'll sit there and go toe to toe with Chelsea, my fault. He'll go toe to toe with her, which is weird. He'll go toe to toe with her, and he'll go toe to toe with Tasha. But then when it comes to the men, they get passes. Why doesn't you're giving Chelsea this energy? Why isn't Vaughn getting any of this energy? Like I don't understand. Why are you more mad at Chelsea than you are with Vaughn? Like you're weird. You're weird. You don't want no smoke from no dude is all that's giving. Because y'all notice the team didn't have to write him no response for Sweet Ma. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Y'all notice that? Y'all notice that? When he was cussing out Sweet Ma for life, shout out to Sweet Ma for life. When he was cussing out Sweet Ma for life for Trans Rena, he didn't need nobody to write him no script. When he came at Nika Knight, shout out to Nika Knight, he ain't need nobody to write him no rebuttal. He ain't need nobody to do none of that. He put all of that together. He put all of that together. He ain't had no issue with none of that when it comes to the females. When he was sitting over there on Patreon cursing out Tasha and cursing out Chelsea, the Kibi team had to write for you then. I find that weird. But when it's time to respond to a man, all of a sudden you need writers? You need ghostwriters now? When it's time to cuss out a female, you got it all under control. Oh, I know how to do this. Oh, I know how to disrespect a woman, especially a black one. Oh, I know how to do that. I don't need no help with that. It's the niggas I need help with. Okay, Stormisha girl. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. That make a lot of sense. He apologizes to Mr. Wiggins for discussing his family. Once again, how is this an apology for something that you said wasn't in existence? Armand been saying for years that you came for his family, that you did video on his family and whatnot, and you acted like, I don't know what are you talking about. I have no idea. But then you go live last night and apologize for it. You're weird. You're weird. I thought you didn't do it. Who did it? Okay, now you remember. Oh, okay. Now it's coming back. Uh, he apologizes to Chelsea because he feels like Chelsea wanted him to have her back. I honestly don't think she cared, especially if she saw that you and Vaughn were close. Why would she expect, for you to choose something differently? Like I don't get that. But I don't think it's that. I think it's your involvement because you kept saying that you had nothing to do with their relationship, and whatnot. You saw some things with your own eyes. You saw things that Chelsea did. You saw things that Vaughn did. I thought you said you had nothing to do with their relationship. Which one is it? Which one is it? Because a person that has nothing to do with the relationship, literally just that. How do you fall out with both of these people? Not just Chelsea. You fall out with both of these people, but you want to talk about Chelsea taking what allegedly pregnancy test and nobody using contraception and Vaughn having 10.5 inches and you getting smashed on a mattress on the floor and all of that. I thought you weren't in a relationship. It sounds like you were keeping pretty good track of it. So much track to where it sounds like you're damn near a part of it. You were keeping really good track of something you swear you have nothing to do with. Yeah, I found that a little weird. I'm like, okay, so you're not in the relationship, but you keep sitting here naming everything about it. You're naming the entire relationship. You keep naming body parts and that Chelsea was in love with the peen and, that Chelsea may have gotten certain things that have happened to her and Vaughn took her through it with the R word allegedly, but it really didn't happen. They was just, you seem mighty involved for somebody that swears that they weren't involved. That swears that they were not involved. You said when Tasha told you on the phone, Stormy Showers and Mocha Shag, that about Vaughn, and that y'all in these comments, you said that when she called you about Vaughn and the information about him allegedly doing something to Chelsea, R word related, that when you hung up the phone, you almost cried. About Vaughn? You say you were damn near in tears. About Vaughn? Yes, these birds is a chirping. We got a bird feeder, so they stay real close. But yeah, I found that a little weird. I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, were you crying because their relationship was about to end, or your relationship with Vaughn was about to end? Like, I'm confused. I'm confused. It's giving you love Vaughn is what it's giving. It's giving you were literally like in love with him. Like, because I don't understand like why you felt so deeply about that. Why? Why do you feel so deeply about that? It's oh my god, I can't believe you telling me this. What are you crying for? like, like what are you crying for? What are you so sad about? What are you so sad about? And again, why do you have no smoke for Vaughn? You have no smoke for him. No smoke for him. But when it comes to Chelsea, you got all the smoke in the world. You got all the smoke in the world for her. You absolutely do. You act like you weren't sitting here talking about this girl and her body. The privacy, now don't get me wrong, it was your home and certain things in the matter that it was going on, but it still does not give you the right to discuss what's going on with her. And it also doesn't give you the right to discuss what's going on with Vaughn. Like you going around talking about he got 10 inches and all this stuff. What business of yours is that? Why folk come beige? You keep running around letting us know, Lord, letting us know about this man's body. Gross. Like, what is going on here? Why do you keep naming his, like, what does his manhood, anything on his body, have anything to do with you? You say you not gay, but you love Orgy Storm. That, penis is involved in those. You saying you like watching couples. Not you. You didn't say nothing about watching lesbians. You said you like to watch couples. Okay. You said that you freaky, 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 freaky. Yet every time you talk about sex, it's awkward. Every time you talk about sex, it's cringy and awkward. It's weird. It absolutely is. Every time you talk about sex, it's cringeworthy and it's awkward. Yes, he said orgies, and he also likes to watch couples consummate. Well, peen is definitely involved in that. So you're more appreciative of the male body than you're willing to lead on, which is very annoying because it's just like, because that's what it's given. That's what it's given. You're not saying anything about like I love to watch women get it on. I love to watch lesbians and stuff like that. That's not what you're giving. You're saying orgy. Orgy means opposite sex, both sexes, and a lot of it. You know, and a lot of it. So that means there's a lot of men there. There's a lot of women. Yes, he did say BDSM. He absolutely did say that. He absolutely did. He did. He absolutely did say that. So I'm like, well, you're explaining a lot of gay things. Like, nothing that you're explaining doesn't involve a man. You like to watch couples get it on. Dude involved. You like orgies. Men are involved. You're really not like if this is supposed to, hi goddess, if this is supposed to be helping you, no ma'am, no ma'am, Stormisha, this isn't helping. This is not helping. Um, I just found that weird. I found that really weird. I was just like, oh, okay, well, good for you. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, if you were thinking that was going to take people's mind off the fact that Tasha keeps going around saying that you are a gay man. Tasha says that she's no longer going to work with gay men. Um, yeah, that, yeah, I absolutely feel that. If Tasha is stating that you've only been with one woman in the years that she has known you, that does not explain your sexuality. Okay, Stormisha. That just means that you ain't no sleuth. You're not a smut. There's nothing wrong with not sleeping with everybody you come in contact with. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a relationship dude. There's nothing wrong with none of that stuff. None of that stuff makes you gay. Just because you're not sleeping with woman after woman after woman after woman after woman, that doesn't make you gay. It doesn't at all. There's plenty of hetero men that don't sleep around. When they sleep with somebody, it's usually one person and they like just being with one person. Plenty of hetero men. Okay. Here, flip. The problem came in, yeah, is when you correlated yourself that you like to watch and you like to join. It is, Brenda, and I'm part of the plastics, and you cannot sit here. It is very so much high school. Get your old ass out of here. Like, that's all I can tell you. Go to where they playing bingo at, where they calling bingo numbers and stuff like that. That's all I can tell you. Why are you 74 in here? Yes. Yes. We're very petty. We're messy. We're all of that stuff. Yes, very so much high school, and I'm popular and you are not. Girl, you're not popular. You cannot sit over here. Girl, go eat in the bathroom in a stall like y'all normally do. Like, girl, what about it? It is high school. It is. So, what about it? Go do granny teens. Like, if you too old to be here, act like it. Weird. Weird. Y'all too old to listen, but just young enough to comment. Weird. Weird. Go away. Why are you here? Leave. Get out of my life. Hurry up. Leave my life. I don't want you in it. My God. Hurry up. Get out of my life and do not ever enter it again. My God. Block her, y'all. My God. Leave. Ooh. It's so high school, but you here. Is this your first day of school? Is this your first day? Or what? Because why are you here if it's high school and you ain't in it? I don't go to high schools. I'm grown. I have no reason to be in unless I'm dropping off one of my children. Like, girl, get her out of my life. Please, y'all. Yes, she cannot sit with us. Get her out of my life. I never want to see her again. Oh my goodness, girl. It is high school. I'm very so much of plastic, and you cannot sit here. Like you can. You cannot sit at this table. I promise you. I promise. Thank you. Thank you, Tippus. Thank you. Girl, I can't stand somebody too grown to be somewhere, but they have to let you know that they too grown to be here. Weird. Weird. Oh, this is so this. Then that means that that's what you are, right? I mean, you're here with us. If we all about to have sex, you can't come in the room talking about some, oh, y'all is all sluts. Well, aren't you one too? Because what you coming here to do? Because we about to bust down Tatiana. Girl, we ain't coming here to talk about number positions. That's all we can. That's gonna be the only thing discussed. Like, girl, shut up. So yeah, I just found that weird that, Stormisha was trying to make it seem like he ain't that gay, like me. Because y'all know I'm not that gay. I'm not that gay. I'm not that gay. 4 kids and counting. I'm not that gay. Don't leave your girl around me. I promise you. Please don't leave you feel comfortable going to the gas station real quick because okay. I promise you. I promise you. You come back and her hair's now in the ponytail and the jacket or the sweater did say Nike, but now I say unique because it's on inside out, all of that. She had on shoes, but now she only got on one sock, all of that. Okay, all righty, here flip. You can leave it here if you want to, but okay, all right. It's like, okay. It's only one coochie. My face been in front of. I didn't eat because it didn't smell the right way. So hair flip. So yeah, okay. So Storm wants to be like me, Storm wants to act like he ain't that gay, right? Like he gay, but he ain't like that gay, right? Because that's me. Like I'm gay, but I ain't that gay. I can't do your hair. I don't know what's in season. I don't know what heels look good with what. I don't know any of that. I don't. I absolutely don't. I know you got a fat ass. I know that. I know you should definitely put them breasts out because they're sitting pretty in that bra. Like I can tell you those things. But like other than that, I don't know. I don't know. I draw a blank. I draw a blank. Okay. I'm not getting up to where you say you on your period. And I'm like, here, girl, I got a pass, but I ain't that gay. I'm not that gay. I don't know all the hot gay songs. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't got no glitter, none of that stuff. I ain't got no dildos, jock straps. All of that. I don't know about none of that. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I'm not that gay. But look, look. Look, I'm not that gay. All right. So Stormisha trying not to be that gay like me. Storm is trying to be, 75%, then the 25% coochie, right? So he keep coming forward in the weirdest ways, telling us that he's straight. It's just like, okay. Um, okay. Rule number one for somebody that isn't gay is you don't question it. Okay. If you have to question if someone is gay or not, come on now. Come on now. Y'all have been around plenty of men that you don't even question if they're gay because you know they're not. Like he's straight. He's straight. And then you got some that be around you be like, I don't know. We'll see. Jury's still out. But if you feel that way, then that means there's some type of energy there. Okay. That's not coming from nowhere. There's something that is giving you, whether it's a mannerism or something like that. It's something that's given. He done sucked the dick Jack today. I done took a little, so it's something that gives it off, right? Now, sometimes y'all can be wrong. Sometimes y'all can be wrong. Sometimes y'all not always right. Okay. Sometimes y'all not always right. But I got a filler with Stormisha Alizé Mocha Beige Mangina Jenkins. Okay. That y'all may be on to something. Okay. Now, people trying to say that or the beige sitting over there with my boy, Conscious TV. People keep trying to put them together. Conscious said he got a man, okay? And from what I can gather, Conscious man is being taken care of. Conscious look like he can cook. Do y'all see his hair? Laid. Okay? Laid. So if he spend that much time on his hair, that means he pay attention to detail, right? So he do all that with food and all of that, right? So Conscious like, look, I got a nigga, right? And it ain't no Stormisha Alizé Mocha Shea, all right? It ain't him, all right? Now everybody trying to put them two together, and that's not what's going of the own, okay? Conscious ain't no lie. Conscious come right for it like he my man, and what is y'all gonna do about it? What about it? Shout out to Denisha. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Shout out to Make Time for FaceTime with Kim Walters. She said he's down low and low down. Lord. Well, I don't really think that Stormisha is down low. Storm, beige. I know you listening. Remember, you love me. You know you love the gays. Storm love the gays. So, Stormisha, I know you are in LGBTQ barbecue attendance. Okay, Stormisha Alizé, girl, girl, like. I know you're basically saying that you're like bi or or something like that because this is why this is why Storm don't feel like he got to come out and say that he gay because he not. Storm is bisexual. Y'all is labeling him wrong. So I think what everybody since y'all want Storm to come out the closet so bad, although he is not in a closet, more like a room, a bedroom. But y'all gotta start saying that he is bisexual because that's what he is. He absolutely is. He's bi of the sexual. That's why he was so jealous and pressed with Vaughn because I think he wanted Chelsea too. He talks too much about Chelsea's body for me to not think that it was some part of him in his because he liked to watch people, right? He said it out his own mouth. I'm not making that up, okay? He said that he liked to watch people. So while Chelsea and Vaughn was in his house, he was getting his rocks off to them. He absolutely was. He loved everything about sitting there listening to everything going on in the room with Chelsea and Vaughn. He loved it. He had his he was laying on the floor peeping through the bottom of the door, y'all. I wouldn't put it past to Chelsea. Y'all better be careful. You and Vaughn. I wouldn't put it past that he has some cameras in there. He loved coming out with information late. I wouldn't be surprised if he had some cameras in there watching y'all bust it open, girl. I wouldn't be surprised because girl, girl, he said he liked to watch, girl. Chelsea, girl, be careful, girl, because you sitting over there recording shit without people knowledge. So, it's the same thing with him, girl. Girl, I think you, girl, Chelsea, girl, he might have you on. If it's a camera up in here, then it's gonna live with me when if it's a camera up in here, then I best not catch a slick on you. Storm, if you run your mouth and brag about the secret rendezvous, Chelsea will hunt you down. Cause they be all up in my business like a Tasha interview. And this is private between you and I. Touch my body. So yes, Chelsea, girl, he might have girl, he might have you on candid camera. Girl, he might have you on camera, girl. I don't know. I don't know, girl. Girl, I don't know, girl. He said he liked to watch. Girl, he said he liked to watch Chelsea, girl. So, girl, he might have had a camera in there on your forehead and on Von back, girl. And on Vine back, girl, I don't know, girl, but Chelsea, girl, I think that he's sitting over there with you taking back shots on camera. Girl, I don't know, girl, because I already know he had his ears to the a wall. Y'all open the door. Vaughn come out the door real quick. He had to pee. And he walked down that hallway like he on his way to the bathroom. I don't know. I don't know, girl. I don't know. He kept walking past when y'all are stopped because y'all hear footsteps. I don't know. Girl, I don't know if he was gonna get something to drink. Girl, he might want to change the camera angle inside the room. Like, oh, they on this side of the room now. The camera ain't over. Let me go situate it. So I don't know, Chester girl. Girl, he might have you on Vaughn. Now look, Vaughn. I ain't got no problem with you, Vaughn. But Vaughn, look now, Storm done came forward and said that you was over there taking shit, coochie included. Yes, that you was over there stealing pussy is what Storm is alluding. Okay. Storm is alluding, girl, that that he sat over there and watched everything, so he know that everything was consensual. He know everything was consensual, and all the sounds and stuff that you sat in there and made in that room. He is jealous because he ain't never made no woman make them sounds before, girl. So, girl, he wanted the juju. That is how I feel in my spirit. I feel that he wanted both of y'all. I feel that he wanted to be a part of the process. I feel like he wanted to eat your uche wale while Vaughn was hitting it from the back. And then I think he wanted to switch. Girl, that's how I feel in my spirit. He said he nasty. He said he a freak. He said he all of these things. Well, if he's so nasty and if he a freak and if he this and if he that, then why did he only sleep with one woman out of all the years that Tasha K knew him? Shouldn't he have been a whore like Vaughn? Shouldn't he have been a slut like him? Girl, I want to be a hoe. Where do I sign up? So, yes, he was so jealous of Vaughn, y'all. He went and bought, he went and purchased, y'all, a peen. You can't beat him, buy him. You can't beat him, buy him. He went and purchased a peen so that he could compete with Vaughn. He put this picture up hoping that Chelsea would see it, y'all, because in Chelsea's mind, all she thought he had was a mangina and gray sweats. Okay? Now, everybody knew that it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. He's sitting here with these titties because he done already told y'all that he lactates and all that bullshit. Sitting over there talking about some he can't eat chicken because when he do, he milk and white stuff start coming out his titties and they swell up. No, that's because you wouldn't got them implants. That's because you throw some D's on that bitch. That you wouldn't got them implants inside of your breastises and wouldn't got that sonabella on the side or your love handles. Is what you did. You took the fat out of your stomach. And then you took the fat out your stomach and you put it there. You put it between your legs, Stormisha. Now you wanted this picture to get out there so Chelsea could see it, so Chelsea could want you. Because that's all it took. Because you felt like Vaughn was down with the get down. Y'all was already over there wrestling. Y'all was already over there doing all of that. Y'all was over there wrestling on the ground and telling each other secrets. Y'all was sitting over there measuring y'all things in the bathroom, all that, because how you know that it's exactly 10 and a half inches, only you know. Only you know, because you talk about it with confidence. You talk about it like you know for a fact that that's what's in between his legs. Like you sat there and watched him measure it. Okay? That's how you said. You said with truth. That's the only thing you said honest yesterday. The only truth you told. Yes. That was the only truth you told. So with that happening, Stormisha Alexander Moshe Jenkins, you wanted Chelsea to see that picture. You absolutely did. So that she could want you. So that she could want you. Because then Chelsea gonna see this and then you was like, oh, she gonna want me. She gonna want me because she gonna want me because Vaughn is beige. So she like beige. That she liked that. I'm close to it. Got a little tan, but I'm still beige. So you felt that Chelsea was gonna see that picture and tell Vaughn and be like, Vaughn, invite him in here. Vaughn, go in there and tell Storm to come in here and climb in this cool chair. Go on there and get him and tell him to come get inside of me. You go get him. Go. And Vaughn didn't do that. Vaughn didn't do that because that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. Because once Vaughn got Chelsea to approve, because you couldn't get Vaughn to do it because you was too scared to ask. Like you said, you just started asking for what you really want. What you really wanted was to be in that room with Chelsea and Vaughn. You absolutely did. Yeah, absolutely did. You wanted to watch Chelsea get it bust open. You absolutely did. You absolutely did. You absolutely did. And that's what you really mad at. That is what you upset about. All of that sex that was going on in that house, and they didn't invite you one time. Well, we done figured it out. We done figured it out. All that sex happening in your house without you. And they know good goddamn well that you like to watch. And y'all ain't even gonna invite me in here. Y'all ain't even paying rent. That's the least y'all could do is keep the door cracked. Oh my God. The least y'all could do is keep this damn door cracked when y'all get it on. That's the least y'all could do is leave the door open halfway. Let a little light up in the room. Turn on one of these ring lights. Nah. And let me sit in this hallway. That's the least y'all could do. So y'all sitting here ripping and running them up, cussing each other out, arguing, all of that. Y'all let me be a part of all the arguments and all of this. But y'all ain't gonna let me be a part of the sex. Like, I don't want to be a part of this part of the relationship. I want to go in there with her. I want to go in there with y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, this is a shame. I done bought all of this lube. I done bought these double-ended toys and one got this BDSM stuff and one got the Rihanna album with S&M on it. Read it all. I went got that album, all of that stuff. I ain't lactating. I ain't eating no chicken today. None of that stuff. Titties is on perked. Bought peen is on erect. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Y'all keep going to take showers and stuff because I know what y'all about to do. I go get in the shower and then I come out the shower and y'all got the door closed? Why is the door closed? Open the door. Oh my goodness. No more locked doors. So it's just like, oh my goodness, this is a shame. He don't went there, all of that stuff. He laying out there on the couch with all of the candles and stuff lit. He done said his spells and stuff for the day, his witchcraft. He done wrote on the wall in charcoal. Tasha K will pass away. Tasha K will pass away. So mote it be. He done wrote that on the wall for the day. Or he done put it his Hindu voodoo, all of that on Trans Rena Kibi. He's sitting over there trying to make sure she passed away and all of that stuff, or tragic accident or something. So he done did all that, done prayed death on this woman all morning. And now he ready to go. He done did his little live for the day, his little boring ass live for the white people. And now he done. Now he done. He is ready to get all up in Chelsea, okay? He is ready to get all up in Chelsea. And he is ready for Vaughn to literally close his throat hole. He want Vaughn to put it all the way to the back. All the way to the back. He ready to slurp and slide with two hands. Like he ready to do all of that. He ready to do all of that while Chelsea sit there to the side and do certain things, you know, with a whip, walk around the room with a whip, just whipping the whip around, you know, all of that. Oh my goodness. And then they're doing everything without him. That's the real reason why Storm is pressed, okay? Tasha was supposed to be dropping him off some virtual sex. Tasha was supposed to be dropping sex off to his house. And she didn't deliver. She did not deliver. Because Tasha, the only person that was sleeping with somebody was Chelsea. Now, girl, you know you was not supposed to do that. You know you was not supposed to do that. Somebody said, where's the right here? Do you think he's going to lose subscribers because of his act? I think especially the ones that came over due to Tasha, I think they are torn. And the reason I think that they are torn is because Tasha said a lot yesterday. A lot yesterday. And with everything that she said, some of it sound believable, some of it didn't. So I think that's why people are torn because they don't know who to believe. If they could believe Tasha, then I think it would be easier for them to jump ship from Storm. But I feel like part of them still kind of believes Storm. So I think that it's like the audience is torn. The audience is torn. What she said. What didn't Tasha say? Tasha said. Tasha said. Tasha said Storm Mama was sleeping on the floor because Storm basically wanted her to. He didn't care about her. Um, and not only did he not care about her, when Tasha, and that's another thing too. Let me state this point before I get into this. Storm was saying yesterday, this is another reason why I just don't believe anything he says. He says yesterday that Tasha, because I got to get out of here, y'all. I have to go to these fairgrounds. Y'all miss Tasha K's live. I will be live later on Station Head to play the live Tasha deleted. I will be live later to play it. If you didn't hear because she deleted it, I will be playing it on Station Head later. So, Tasha says, "Minus Storm are having a conversation." That's what's up. That's what's up. Tasha said that Storm used Conscious TV and Larry Reid, basically more self-conscious, to reach out to her to try to mend things between Storm and Tasha. Storm said last night that Tasha was mad at him because he walked away from the relationship. He blocked all of them and all of that stuff after Tasha came up with these allegations about the RHE against Von and Chelsea, which once again, I do not believe Storm. I do not believe Tasha said any of those things. I don't. I don't believe Tasha said those things, and I don't believe Chelsea did either. Chelsea, like I said, she doesn't say everything about Von from the moon and back. Why would she not say something like that? I don't know. So I do not believe Storm. If he wants to come forward with a receipt, then hey, we can talk. But him just coming forward verbally saying something, no, I'm not believing that. That's too big of an allegation to just say. You need some proof backing that. So Storm says that after that information was given to him, he blocked Tasha and Vaughn and Chelsea and he cut them all off. He was going to be taking his hiatus, blah, 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 blah. And Tasha was mad that he wouldn't speak to her. Storm, how is that true when you were using Conscious to reach out to Tasha for you to reconcile? Who's mad? Wouldn't Tasha be reaching out to you? Wouldn't Tasha have been using Conscious TV to get in contact with you? Why is it the other way around if you want to know involvement and she was mad because you want to know involvement, yet you want involvement? You're a liar. Like, you're a liar. The comment is underneath my video from yesterday. Tasha said, and she also stated it live multiple times yesterday, that people reached out to her for Storm. So how are you saying that Tasha is so upset and Tasha is so mad that you cut her off, yet you were trying to contact her? Weird. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to get with that. I'm gonna need you to get with that. Shout out to our Storm having a conversation. I want no dealings with Stormisha. I want no dealings. Like we have nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about at all whatsoever. If he offered, I decline. I have nothing to say to him. He will always be the type of person that he is. He will always remain that type of the selfish, sick individual that he is, narcissistic person that he is, and I'm completely okay with that. I'm completely okay with that because I don't chill with those type of hoes. I don't kick it with those type of people. I don't. I don't not even for clout. I don't stay as far away from me as possible. Now, if Storm wants to have a kiki, we can have a kiki, but a conversation, I'll pass. We don't have anything to talk about. I feel like you should only engage in conversation with somebody if you truly want to work something out. If you truly want to make it so that there can be peace between you and that person. I want to beef with Storm. I do not like him at all whatsoever. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. That'd be the type of motherfucker I see in person. Y'all have to help us get up out the bushes because I spear his ass into them. So yeah, I want no involvement. No involvement. As far as I'm concerned, Stormisha Alizé Mokashay, aka Storm Monroe, is a fake ass bitch. We have nothing to discuss. You will always be fake. You were born that way, so you'll die that way. You absolutely will. You absolutely will. And I don't hang with anybody that I may have to beat up later. So yeah, I might as well just beat you up now. That's how I look at it. I don't hang up. I don't hang with bitches I may have to beat up later. He is a fucking coward. That is all he do is throw rocks and hide his hands. He is never responsible for anything. He does not do anything to anybody, and he never takes the accountability for his actions, not others. He always talks about the things that led up to him having to make a decision, so he did nothing wrong. That doesn't even make sense. It's always somebody else and not him. So therefore, I'll never have any dealings with Storm. I can spot a fake bitch from a mile away. From a mile away. And that is Stormisha. That is Stormisha. Look at everything him and Tasha went through. Yeah, some of it's Tasha's fault, but a lot of it is his as well. Don't dislike Tasha so much to where you overlook other people's actions. I hate Tasha so much and I'm just going to ride for Storm. That doesn't even make sense. Figure out what's going on because there is truly no side. It's between them. How I look at it, there is no side. There isn't one. There isn't. Storm's going to feel how he feels. Tasha's going to feel how she feels. Chelsea's going to feel how she feels. And Von's going to feel how he feels. How is there a side? There is no side. It's just a bunch of people's experiences and opinions. That's all it is. It doesn't make anything fact unless they all sit down themselves and line up what happened and what didn't. That's between them. Like I said before, from the beginning of this live, I am not involved. I am not involved. I've already dealt with Storm. I defended Storm. I was cool with Storm. And Storm knew I wasn't an op because I was cool with Storm while cool with Armand. I ain't no op. I just don't have anything to do with it. Leave me out of it. I don't discuss it. Nothing. Nothing. Then I go from defending you, all of this to you literally turning your back completely on me. Okay. Okay, cool. He already showed me exactly who he is. And from what I saw yesterday, nothing changed. That's why I say it made me dislike him even more. Like if I didn't like him before, I definitely don't like him now. Like you made it worse yesterday. Like that could have been a healing moment between two people. But you coming forward trying to blame that shit on girl, like no, that was between you and I, man to man, mano y mano. That had nothing to do with her. Nothing to do with her because I didn't say anything on her panel. So how was she involved? She's not. She isn't. You just need somebody to blame so that this isn't Storm's fault. Who can I throw under the bus right now to explain why I have no problem with Sean? Well, Sean got a problem with you, bitch. Fuck you. To the world blow. And I'll tell you to your face. You and nobody you've ever met will check me. Nobody. I don't care who you sit with. I don't give a good goddamn. You won't sit with me. I can promise you that. There will always be disrespect. Always. Always. I ain't fake. And I'm not going to be to appease anybody. I don't give a good goddamn who wants me and Storm to get along. Go tell that bitch that. Go tell him that. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Like I said, I had his back. I was an actual friend. I rode for him. I went against King Pain, somebody I love dearly, for him. Like, yeah, ain't nobody doing all that all over again. Ain't nobody doing all that all over again. I'll pass. I'll keep going with my content and doing the things that I'm doing. 85K and growing. 85K and growing. Clearly you are too, because you got to be old to tell somebody when they old. You have to be. You literally have to be. You have to be. This is content. This is YouTube. This is what the people show up for. This is what they show up for. This is why they're here. We're over 1,200 deep. Now you go live and talk about apples and oranges, bitch, and see how many people show up. If we too old for it, so are you. So are you. You go live and talk about the price of tea in China and see how many people show up. This is YouTube. We love the mess. And ain't none of you old bitches gonna make us feel bad for it. We love the mess. I'm real. I'm gonna tell you to your face. Yep, I am messy. Sure am. Love the mess. Yep. What about it? What about it? Yes. Would you think I'm gonna be like these other people and be like, oh no, we're not messy. We're just no. Messy is very so much petty, very petty, childish, immature. We're all of those things, and we're being viewed while we're doing it all. Now you go let us know how many views your mature ass is getting. The fuck out of here, you mature born ass bitches. Better shut the fuck up. That's why Storm at where he at right now, because he's boring and bland. Tasha pushed that energy behind him. Hair flip. Because he was sitting over there, he's still sitting over there being mature, beige, and boring. Hair flip. Hair flip. You hoes love our immaturity because you tune in for it every motherfucking time. So shut your dumb ass up and sit back and enjoy the show. Now what? Now what? Shut the fuck up and enjoy. Shut up and enjoy. Dumbass. Thank you, Lizzie Girl. Gonna be dumb. Like, yes, we love the mess. What you think I'm gonna be what? If something else transpired today, guess what? We're gonna be back live tomorrow, messy and immature. Very so much junior high school. What about it? Now you hoes can't shut me up. Y'all are weird. No, the people love it. They love the fucking mess. They love it. So I'm gonna keep delivering it. What's wrong with y'all? And we're talking back to the studio. We really gonna get into some things. We really gonna get into some things. Girl, hair flip. You always about to tell us what to talk about. That's why y'all hoes born now. We need to set these streets back on motherfucking fire. And that's exactly what we did. Shout out to Tasha, Storm, Armand, King Payne, Conscious TV, Larry Reed, Chelsea, Vaughn, Jovi Beauty. All of y'all got these streets on motherfucking fire. The fuck? Why these hoes mad? Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Stay mad. You're gonna stay that. The streets is on fire. This is what everybody wanna know. This is what we all talking about. And all of y'all that don't want to hear y'all dumbass gonna sit back and shut up until we ready to talk about something else. Until then, sit back, cross your legs, and close your goddamn mouth. We ain't talk about something because we make the content. We do that. We let you hoes know what's tea. Hair flip. And until we ready to change the content again, we gonna talk about Tasha. We gonna talk about Storm. We gonna talk about all of them. The hell? We ain't kick it off to be quiet. King Payne ain't kick it off to be quiet. I ain't kick it to be quiet. No, we kicked it off to talk. So we can talk about it. Y'all just mad that we got y'all favorites and they fifis. Oh, y'all want Tasha K to worry about this, but she worried about what we talking about is Y'all want Storm to worry about what just happened with Chloe and all these other people, but he worried about what we talking about. Is you want Stormisha to talk about the car trashy and stuff that? Nope, ho. We say he gonna talk about this. So that's what his little beige ass is gonna do. Now what? Now what? We tell your phase what they gonna talk about. We tell your phase what they are going to acknowledge, and you mad about it. Oh well. Oh well. Hair flip. Y'all want me to say so bad? Oh no, I'm so mature. I can be, but yeah, I'm immature as hell. Sure is. Ha ha. Sure is. Very so much. Very so much. We have all days we have serious talks, and then we have our days to where we just get just messy. We just messy, and we love it. Hair flip. Now I have to get out of here. I love y'all. If something big happens, then we'll come back live. Just give me a couple hours. But other than that, we will be live on station here so we can play some recordings. Y'all make sure y'all come check them out. Y'all are not gonna want to miss them here. Until the next live, guys, I love you all. Have a very good day, a very blessed, immature day. And until the next live, bye.